Hi, my YouTube family. I am so happy to be here. As always, we are here. We're going to learn. We're going to be encouraged. We're going to be motivated. We're going to be inspired. So, one of the questions that I often get from my clients is, how am I supposed to find time to write a book on a busy schedule? And while that question comes up a lot, I really wanted to make sure that I really honed in and focused on that question and made sure that I answered it. Because a lot of people assume that because I've written books, that I'm no longer busy or I've somehow added. I had a client tell me the other day that somehow you managed to add an extra 24 hours to every day for yourself. And I don't. I have the same 24 hours that you are allotted in your schedule. I just have used mine very strategically. And so I really want to hone in and touch base on that today. So the first thing you have to do is you have to identify that this goal of becoming an author is indeed a priority. And if it is a priority, think about your schedule currently. What does your current schedule say about your priorities? In the same way that if you look at your bank statement and you look at your last 20 charges, you can see where your heart lies, where, what things really matter. If you pull up my bank statement, you're going to see like a bunch of restaurants and probably Amazon Prime, but don't let that bother you. Anyways, the same goes with your goals. If you look at your day to day schedule, where does your time go? Is it social media scrolling? Is it dates with your boyfriend? Is it activities for your children? Is it sleeping? Is it TV? What is it? And I'm not saying that any of these things are better or worse than each other, but doing all of those things in moderation are what's important. You overbooking your schedule with all your kids' activities is great because you look like a soccer mom, right? But it also leads to overwhelm not only for you, but also for your children because most children do deserve and want downtime as well. You spending all your time watching TV is not going to push you any closer to your goals. But if you have that one or two favorite TV show of yours that you like to catch up on, it's great because we all need that break. We all need that time to relax and just focus on what it is that we want to do. And so, again, it goes back to everything being in moderation. So, I want to introduce to you a very special tool. It's near and dear to my heart. This is my Plan to Publish Planner. It is brand new. It just came out today. I'm super excited. I can hardly contain my excitement. But the reason that I crafted this planner was because of all the questions that I was getting asked. How do you manage time? What does your schedule look like? What are you doing? And I am very strategic about my schedule in the way in which I handle my day to day activities and the things that I allow to be put on my schedule. So, for example, I love happy hour better than the next person. Not really, but just for example. But do I go to it all the time? No. That's a perfect example of what I had to explain to a client about something that she may have to take off her schedule. I love downtime in TV, but I realize that there's a time for downtime and there's a time for you to put in work. Um, and so I really focus on my goals. And the way that I do that, I've shared this in several other videos. And for those of you that work with me, you already know, is I do daily power hours. And that is an hour of power geared towards whatever goal it is I'm working on. Geared towards, starting my business, growing my brand, reading, writing, saving money, working out, those sort of things because I have multiple goals and I have sort of crafted things into my schedule a little different. I do 2 hours. So I always do an hour of working out. That is 4 days a week. And then I always do an hour in my business. And so that looks different every day. The hour might be geared towards me working on writing a book. It may be social media posting, not scrolling just, casually, but posting for my business. It may be me working with the client, those sort of things. So I'm always putting in that hour and it's non-negotiable. I'm not letting anything come before that. In the same way you put things on your calendar for work or a doctor's appointment or your kid's extracurricular, it's the same way you need to write in your goal and what it takes. And so I created this lovely planner because I wanted women just like you who are aspired to be authors to go from a plan all the way to a published masterpiece. And so I wanted you to have an opportunity to be able to narrow down what it is you need to do day to day to be able to accomplish your goals. So I'll give you a sneak peek on some of the pages. It's backwards, so it's hard to see. But what you do is you identify your goal every single day. You identify the date. You are identifying your book writing must-dos. This is really big because a lot of people don't really know what they're doing towards their book writing every single day. And so sometimes they're putting in work, sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's accidental. And if you do things accidentally, you're never going to get closer to your goal. But if you're really strategic about accomplishing your goal and you have a plan in place, you are putting yourself in a position to succeed. And I say that because that's exactly what I do. And so, all of these things that are in here, there's a habit tracker, there's book writing notes, there's an organizer for your book writing team, the things that you need to do, there's a word count tracker. I mean, there's millions of things in here that help you identify what it is that you need to do to put yourself in a position to succeed in reaching your book writing goal. And the way that I created this planner is I used the most important tasks that I needed to do. So I needed to have a power hour. I needed to have habits that were putting me in a position to succeed. I needed to identify my to-dos or my today or my goals for the day. I needed to identify all of those so that it helped to direct my steps, because I didn't want to be going about my day all willy-nilly. I wanted to be very strategic about the way that I was approaching my day. And this is what this planner has allowed me to do. Years before I've ever created this planner, I had like a little printout that I used, and I would write down my day every single day. And I decided that this is what allowed me to succeed. So I needed to put it together in one big package so that you guys could have access to it, so that you could use it yourself. So if you are an aspiring author, this planner is a must-have. It's going to be a great partner for you in your process of book writing. So I am going to put the information in the link below so that you can order your planner today. Do not let another day go by where you're just accidentally going through your day. Make sure that you're being very strategic and you're planning your day according to your goals. So I look forward to those who will order it and the progress that will happen because of what you are doing. So have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.